Well. All right. How we doing? Yeah. Marion's here. Hello, Marion. How you doing? And Lorna down in Turkeyshire. Kalkan. Hello, everyone. Type that in the comments. I'm going to say, let me know the usual. Can you hear and see me? Hello, Tate. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be able to hear a little bit of background music, which is not too loud, and you should be able to hear and see me in my white jacket. Yeah, I can hear the background music, so I think it's okay. Loud and clear. Let me know if the background music is too loud, but I think it's okay. What time is it? It's 2 minutes to 7. I got here just in time. Sham Rockers, hello! No, just put me up for a minute. Look, it's me. Oh, broadcasting to you from Quiz HQ. I'm surrounded by balls. Like that. Playing cards. That. Yeah. Well, I'll do a trick. What's this? Right. I'm going to... You think of a card, right? And I'll draw the card out. So I don't think you're thinking... I'll give you a couple that you're not thinking of first. You're not thinking of the 7 of clubs. Right? You're not thinking of the 9 of diamonds. But there's absolutely no doubt about it. You definitely are thinking of the 2 of diamonds. See? Yay! Brilliant. See? Magic now as well. Quiz magic. Do a little bit of a dance for you later on as well. Just sheer entertainment here at Dr. Paul Quiz. Right, hope you're having a good Monday. Hello, Kerry. Hello, Denise. Let us know what you've been up to today. We've got a couple of minutes before we start doing the actual quiz. It's 7 o'clock. I hope you are feeling good. I'm feeling good. Feel all right. Felt like crap over the weekend. And things have eased up a bit. I can kind of feel my head again, which is nice. Very dark in here, isn't it? Probably need to get some more lights because, you know, see if there was more lights on me, you'd start to appreciate just how good looking I am. You know, with the light the way it is, I look like, you know, kind of above average, but not super handsome. But the fact is, if you get enough light on me, I look amazing. For a guy my age. You know what I mean? No, Denise, you made a mistake. You were actually thinking of the 2 of diamonds. I know this stuff, okay? Triangulation here. Hello, Anne. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jonathan. Mr. Doyle is here. We might see Mr. Doyle later. He likes to get in touch with the live stuff. We'll do the live stuff later on at 8 o'clock. The chameleons have just had their tea. Right. More psychic stuff. I'm going to guess what you had for tea. Whoa. Chicken. See? I'm on psychic form tonight. You had chicken. The card you were thinking of was Jack of Clubs. Man, I'm so spooky. Right, okay. Thanks for coming to the quiz. If you've not been here before, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to start doing a pub quiz for you in a couple of minutes with my friend PowerPoint. Yeah, you answer that. I better start talking. It's 2 minutes past 7, right? So give us a first of all, give us a share. Please share the quiz. Thanks for everyone for coming. But how am I ever going to grow this thing unless you share it? All right, so give us a little share on the social media. Dr. Paul is the best quiz ever, that sort of thing. Cheers. I'm going to share it myself, actually. Just take a moment here and put it on Twitter. I've got to pronounce my middle T's. I suffer from the glottal stop, which is a Scottish thing, of course. Glottal stop, Ken. You didn't actually say the letter T in the middle of words. You say Scotland. You don't say Scotland. That's my failing. Okay, where are we? Right, we're back here. I know, but it's different when it's just facts, Denise. Tomatoes and mozzarella, all the trimmings. Nice one. All right, okay, I admit I got the chicken thing wrong. So, bit of gardening for Jane. Nice. In the sunshine. Don't often get that, eh? Summer started off all right. Getting it petered out. So give us a share. How to play the quiz, really simple. I'm going to ask you questions. You just got to answer them. Use a bit of paper. Write down a bit on answers on a bit of paper. That's all you got to do. Mark yourself after each round. After each round is finished, I'll give you the answers. Okay? So you mark yourself as you go. Top score. There's no prize for top score. There are prizes tonight. You can win beer from free, but it's nothing to do with top score. So there's no cheating. The main part of the quiz is just for fun, just to see who's the best. And no answers in the chat, all right, when people are trying to answer the questions. So that's fantastic. Hello, Therese, that's Bill. Hello, Bill. Just about going to start. Hit the first question at 5 minutes past. Last time we played was Friday. Noodle Doodles, who are here tonight. They were top. Look at that, 72 points. Woohoo! Pedestrian Crossing were here. Peaky Pfeiffer's, Porn Dwarfs, they were all here. Let's see some of those other scores. This was from Friday. At the moment, doing the quiz Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let's get quizzical. That's Denise, Scumbag College. That's Tate. He's here tonight. Mr. Doyle. They were all up the top. Marion and Lorna right up the top. Titty Biscuits. Their Friday team, really. Tom Nook, Lumpy Gravy, Quattro Formaggio. Purple Burglar, Einstein Bubbleheads, Chameleons, Trouble Over Bridgewater, Social Outcast, Happy Hillbillies. I think I saw Kerry here. Sausage Rolls. And 17 Year Out. That's me, Mum. Aye. Yeah, it's a fancy green screen, but I'm just using it as a bit of green background. That's it. Because, well, boring reasons, but you might get some fun images. Hello, Pajero. Right. And you see the top scores going along the bottom there. That's from Friday. That was last time we played. Okay, so the quiz is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And the sponsor tonight is Cross Borders Brewery. They're based in Dalkeith, and you can win some of their lovely beer like these people have before you. Right, it's time for the quiz. You ready? You ready? By the way, fancy green screen. There's literally a bit of green cloth that I ordered off of the internet. £3 a metre or something like that. £2 a metre. Great. Right. You ready? So the first round is the same letter round, and the thing is that all of the answers start with the same letter in this first round. So once you have the letter, it's easy, you know what I mean? Because you can work out the ones you don't know. You ready? Here we go. Hello, Lindsay. Right. Okay, question number one. Which UK pop group had the best-selling hit of 1981 with the song Tainted Love? Okay, so Tainted Love was the best-selling single in the UK for the whole of 1981. What was the name of the group? That's question number one. And remember, just don't shout out any answers as we're doing these, okay? Because folk are just trying to get the answers right. Number two, which 2001 animated film made $500 million at the box office and features a gingerbread man, 3 blind mice, and a donkey? Gordon Bennett, that's a lot of money. $500 million. $500 million. Gingerbread man, 3 blind mice, and a donkey are all in the film. What's the name of the film? Remember, same letter round. They all start with the same letter. Number 3, if you roll 2 6-sided dice, what total is the most likely outcome? Okay, what is the total most likely to be if you roll 2 dice? What is the odds-on favourite? There. Well, not odds on, but the favourite, certainly. Number 4, what is the Spanish word for yes? If I go to Spain and I order a hamburger, they don't say yes. They say a different word. What word is the Spanish word for yes? I think these are pretty easy, aren't they? It's a fairly easy first round. Number 5 is about animals. Giant huntsman and brown recluse are different species of which type of animal? So it's a one-word answer. Giant huntsman is a type and brown recluse is another type. Different species of the same type of animal, you know what I mean? Okay, so once you have the answers to those, the thing to do is to let me know that you're ready, okay? So tell me in the comments that you're ready. I'm going to quickly go over these questions for anyone who might have missed any. Here they are one more time. So, which UK pop group had the best-selling hit of 1981 with the song Tainted Love? That was number 1. Number 2, film made $500 million at the box office. Got a gingerbread man, 3 blind mice, and a donkey. Seems like one of my old parties from the old days. If you roll us two dice, what total is the most likely outcome? What's the Spanish word for yes? And giant huntsman and brown recluse, both different types of what type of animal? Right, I think that was a pretty straightforward first round. Everybody's ready. Jane's ready. Simon's ready. Anne's ready. Noodle Doodles are ready. Here we go. I'm going to give you the answers now. So you get ready to mark yourself. This is what you do, okay? Give yourself 2 points for every right answer. Did you get the letter? Sure you did tonight. That was one of our... I think that's one of our easiest first rounds. I'm sure everyone's going to get 10 out of 10. Let's see. Tainted Love. Soft sell. Actually, straight away I'm thinking some of the younger folks might not have known that. But if you're my age, you definitely know that. Soft sell. That's what they are. Mark Almond's the guy on the right. He's a singer. And the other bloke, I don't know his name. Gingerbread man, 3 blind mice and a donkey. That's Shrek. Okay. If you roll 2 6-sided dice, what is the most likely outcome? It's 7. Okay. That's probability. You're most likely to roll 7 now. Actually, I says it's an easy round. Some of you might have gone for 6 there. Maybe. I'm not sure. What is the Spanish word for yes? Sí, señor. Sí, señor, Dr. Paul. I give you hamburger. Hamburguesa. Giant huntsman, brown recluse are both types of spider. Heebie-jeebies. So you get 2 points for a correct answer. So it's possible 10 points for the questions. Now you get bonuses. You get plus 2 points if somebody on your team is a subscriber. So if you're not subscribed, then now's a great time to do that. You get 2 points if you're a subscriber. It's like a loyalty bonus. You know what I mean? Me and you. You're Quizmaster. If somebody shares the quiz, you get plus 1. And if it's your birthday, you get plus 1. But it's probably not your birthday. So the usual maximum is 13. 10 out of 10 for the questions. 2 for the subscriber. 1 for the share. Usual top score is 13 points. What we got? We got a full house at the Shamrockers. Yes. We got 13 out of 13 in Abbey Hill. Chameleons. Straight in the game. Porn dwarfs. Scumbags. Triangulation. Oh! Said 6 for the dice. Bad luck, Pajero. Yeah, that was one of the few pitfalls in that round, and you found it. 13. Whoa, what's going on here? 14 out of 13. Does somebody have a birthday? Is it somebody's birthday? There's somebody at the door. Is it your birthday? Must be your birthday. You got 14. There's all the answers. Soft Cell, Shrek, 7C, and Spider. Beautiful. Tres for Therese. Gorgeous. Oh, there's a correction. 13 out of 13. Also went for 6. Jane Rose went for 6 as well. That's fine. That's good. That'll make Pajero and Co feel better. let's get straight on to the next round, everybody. It's the picture round. Yeah. So, 5 pictures, all with questions. Number 1, flags. Have a look at that flag. Does it look familiar? Which former territory of the British Empire does this flag belong to? Okay. Used to be part of the British sphere of influence, but like everywhere else, you know, eventually go their own way. So, which former territory of the British Empire does this flag belong to? It's a place which has been quite frequently in the news over the last year or so. It's not your birthday. Ah, well. Maybe next year. Right, number 2 in the picture round, going for gold. This is Ben Ainsley, who won medals for Britain at 5 consecutive Olympics, 1996 through to 2012. What was his sport? So, with the wreath of olives, that's the Athens Olympics. So that's 2000. But he won medals for Britain in 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, and 2012. What is his sport? All right, Ben Ainsley. Here's a clue. He looks quite posh, doesn't he? It's a posh sport. Right, whoa, look at this. Complete the name of this kind of bird. It's called a Dartford something. And the something starts with a W. A Dartford something. Okay. Quite a cocky looking fella, huh? Who's this? Name the American musician, born in 1947, known as the godfather of punk. Against all the odds, still alive, last time I looked. So who's that guy? He's getting on a bit, eh? He must be in his 70s. And had a lot of hard living early on. Known as the godfather of punk, and he's an American. So who is that performer? And number 5, what's that? Is it chocolate, dry ice, or heroin? We've all tried at least 2 of those. But which one is that? I always feel a bit freaky doing questions like this because I don't understand them myself. I got no idea what all those hexagons and arrows and letters mean. It's some kind of way of showing how the chemistry of the substance is constructed, but beyond that, I don't know. It just looks a bit like a bit of the Blockbusters grid to me. But there's H's in there, and O's, C's, and N's, little number 3. What the hell does it mean? Is that the chemical composition of chocolate, dry ice, or the heroin? Right, you tell me if you're ready, and I'll get on with the answers. A quick recap for you. Former territory of the British Empire, in the news a lot, especially the last year or so. Ben Ainsley, what was his sport? Posh guy, right? 5 medals for Britain in 5 Olympics, or medals in 5 Olympics in a row, possibly more than 1 in each Olympics. I don't know how that particular sport is organised, but I suspect there might be more than 1 medal per time. Anyway, Dartford something. What kind of bird is that? I think these are quite difficult, some of these. Who is the godfather of punk? That guy there, picture number 4. And what is that stuff? Is it chocolate, dry ice, or the skag? Okay. Ready. We've got lots of readies. Very nice. If anybody's watching on Facebook, it might seem a little quiet. You come over to YouTube. That's all the people are. You see on the chat, okay? So, time for the answers. Here we go. Same again. 2 points for a correct answer. All right. So, first one. Like I say, it's been in the news a lot over the last year because they have a lot of trouble with each other. They're not quite sure how to run things. It's Hong Kong. All right. Former British territory. Gave it back to the Chinese control in 1997. And it's sort of semi-independent, but not really. Hong Kong. Going for gold. I'm sure it was golds among his medals. I don't know how it breaks down, but Ben Ainsley was a sailor. Right, sailing is the sport. You kind of need quite a lot of money to be at sailing, don't you? Complete the name of this kind of bird, Dartford W. I'd be interested to see what wrong answers you got here if you did get it wrong. Correct answer is your Dartford warbler. Yeah, it's your Dartford warbler, isn't it, mate? It's called that because it was first sighted round about there, but they live all over Europe and Africa. The Dartford warbler. It looks a rough sort. Who's the fella? It's Iggy Pop. All right. Passenger. Himself. And what is this stuff? It's heroin. Yeah. That's what heroin looks like when you look really, really, really closely. So, that's surely a much more difficult round. Tell me what you scored, because I reckon it'll be lower scores. If you do get things wrong, it's always nice if you tell us what you put, because it just adds interest for me and for everybody else. Now, things I'm trying to do here. Whoops. Right, what we got? Well, I could be I could be completely wrong. There's some good scores here, some 10s. Sailing is okay. Yeah, that was the answer for the Ben Ainsley question. Look, here's all the answers together. Hong Kong, sailing, Dartford warbler, Iggy Pop, heroin. I meant it's yachting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, same thing. Fine. No problem. Too many. Oh, here we go. This is the pride before a fall thing, Mr. Doyle. Too many clues. Too easy. The only ones I really gave extra clues on were the first two. Hong Kong and sailing. I mean, probably just a little too difficult without the clues, I think. Ben Ainsley's not famous, is it? I mean, like, he's sort of famous in a Radio 5 Live kind of way. But even then, I mean, sailing. It's a frequent trouble we all face at some point. Bill. Everyone's going for chocolate instead of heroin. Great guest, Eddie Van Halen. Didn't even know if he's American. I think Eddie Van Halen is American, yeah. Or Canadian. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference, isn't it? Between a Canadian and an American. Mainly American people shoot you, and Canadians don't. I think that's the main difference. Comarca de los Comrades. 4 out of 5. Didn't get Hong Kong and heroin. Right, okay. So yeah, the scores are slightly lower in that round. Let's move on again. It's time for the music round. I was doing mix-up rounds and voice stuff last week. I'm back to just doing a normal music round tonight. So let's get this. First thing I'm going to do is stop the background music. Then I'm going to go to the audio round folder. There we are. And then I'm going to turn the volume up so that when I play these, you'll be able to hear them. We are ready to go. So I'm going to play 5 bits of music. All the answers are on that there list. Look at the list. Listen to the tunes and pick out the 5 right answers, okay? You ready? Here they go. Here we go. I'll just read the list for you in case you can't see them very well. Dizzy Rascal, Fleetwood Mac, Kate Bush, Midyear, Reef, Robbie Williams, Simple Minds, Steps, the Venga Boys, and Tiny Temper. Okay, here they are.
Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win?
If I was a soldier, captive arms I'd lay before her. If I was a sailor,
We're going to Ibiza. Back to the island. We're gonna have a party in the Mediterranean Sea, far away from this big town and the rain.
I mean the time is physical, the most yours you have it. You are the one that I adore, and you can see I want it. Some people want to criticize, it's just a song, get on it. Do not forget I'm animal, so let it out. I got a feeling to set the record straight. I'm a fiend for a big dirty bassline. When I hear one, I have a great time. A bit of butterman's all I require. I let the bassline take me higher. My friends think that it's a bad habit, but I'm just like, fuck you, damn it. If you take my bass away, I'll blow your fucking face away.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to issue the parental control lyrics warning on that last one there. So if you're going to listen to that again, watch out. There's some rude words in the last tune. Okay. Right, I'm going to play them again. I always play them one more time because just in case you missed any, but I can see a few of you are ready already, so I'm not going to waste any time. Play them one more time. Remember, all the answers are right in front of you. Here they are. Number one.
Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win?
If I was a soldier, captive arms I'd lay before her. If I was a sailor,
We're going to Ibiza. Back to the island. We're gonna have a party in the Mediterranean Sea, far away from this big town and the rain.
I mean the time is physical, the most yours you have it. You are the one that I adore, and you can see I want it. Some people want to criticize, it's just a song, get on it. Do not forget I'm animal, so let it out. I got a feeling to set the record straight. I'm a fiend for a big dirty bassline. When I hear one, I have a great time. A bit of butterman's all I require. I let the bassline take me higher. My friends think that it's a bad habit, but I'm just like, fuck you, damn it. If you take my bass away, I'll blow your fucking face away.
I remember making that music around a little while ago, a couple of years ago. It's a great video. Goes to that last song. Right, okay, you're all ready. So let's just move on. Sound round answers. Right, first one. I noticed House of Weirdos saying this made them happy. I was on the Facebook group actually saying that the only song by this band that really matters is Tusk. But this one's okay. It's Fleetwood Mac. Rhiannon was the song. All right. 2 points for Fleetwood Mac. Number 2 is Mid-Year. I think there's a few good songs in there, but that's the best one. I noticed Jonathan picking up Mid-Year on his grammar. The song's called If I Was. Jonathan's like, no. If I were. I bet Mid-Year gets pulled up about that all the time in pubs by guys. By the way, Midge, see, if I was, it's grammatically incorrect. And Mid-Year probably says something like, I know. People keep telling me. Number 3 is the Venga Boys. Absolute genius. Number 4, Reef. I had some friends back in Glasgow days who used to love Reef. I never understood it. It's all right, but... And the last one, Dizzy Rascal. Going on about bass and bass lines. I'm a fiend for a big dirty bass line. What's it called? Bassline Junkie. That's the name of the song. So in the last round we had heroin. This time we've got a junkie. Is there a theme? If there is, it's not deliberate. I'd love to be the sort of quizmaster who's clever enough to do themes, that gradually reveal themselves through the course of a quiz. But to be honest, I'm just not that clever. So until I develop that skill, any themes are accidental. 10 for triangulation. Yeah, 10 for Bill. Says it's jammy. Lindsay got 8. Lumpy Gravy got 8. Pajero got 10 out of 10. Full house for the Shamrockers. Shamrockers on the floor. 10 out of 10 for the Chameleons. Couple of guesses. Never listen to sweary stuff, just innuendo. Yeah. I don't think the swearing particularly added to the song. I think it was quite good without that. But it sort of conveyed his immediacy and anger of Mr. Rascal. A lot of guesses for last year. That's good. That's the way to do it sometimes. You've got to get a bit lucky. 10 out of 10. Shocked! Comrade, he's got 8. 10 for the weirdos. Right, let's move on. What we got next? It's time for a puzzle, isn't it? Right, crypto clue. You're looking for a hobby here, right? And you've got to work it out from the fairly cryptic clue. And you've got 60 seconds to do it. If you get it within 60 seconds, you get 3 points. So you ready for this? Here we go. Sport to follow a river mouth, a sound reflection, and a ballroom dance. 4 letters. So it's a great big long clue and a very short answer. The answer's only got 4 letters. And it's a hobby or a pastime. Sport to follow a river mouth, a sound reflection, and a ballroom dance. What the hell's that all about? I got the feeling. You know what? I'm just saying that Reef is my least favourite thing there. And then that's the one that's stuck in my head. Just shows. Just goes to show. Sometimes you think you know it, and you don't. Sometimes you think you know your own taste, and you don't even know your own taste. Kind of disconcerting. Right, you've got a few seconds left here. I think this... I don't know if it's difficult or not. It's always hard to tell with the cryptic ones. Is this a 4-pointer? It's 3 points, Kerry. Jonathan's got it. It's always good if at least one person gets it, because then it's kind of justified. Anyway, you're out of time. So here's the answer. It's golf. Did you get golf? And more to the point, do you know why? Do you know why it's golf? So sport, that's golf, and it's to follow a river mouth. A river mouth is a delta. A sound reflection is an echo. A ballroom dance could be a foxtrot. So delta, echo, foxtrot, golf, right? They're all words in the NATO phonetic alphabet. The wee 4 threw me off. That's the number of letters in the answer, right? That's what that is. It's like a crossword clue. Lorna got it down in Turkey. Nice one. Oh, Kat's got it. Doesn't know why. Fantastic. Got it. Don't know how. I love it. Got Delta and Echo and then didn't get the answer. Brilliant. So you did the hard work, House of Weirdos. Unbelievable. Right, it looks like a 50-50 split. Some of you got it, some of you didn't. That could make a difference in the scores later on. Chameleon's got it, didn't know why. Estrie, Lorna got it too. It's great. Darn it. Darn it. Right, let's move on. We got 3 rounds down, 3 to go. We're just after 8:30, so we're on fairly good time here. At 8:30, we're going to be doing live quizzing. Okay. Might do something different tonight. I've got true or false set up, but I might think of something different. That's a chance to win the booze. You've got various chances to win the booze. Yeah, NATO phonetic alphabet. That's exactly right. Okay, right. This is straightforward. Very straightforward round. The 50-50 round. It's just choose the right answer. Okay, 50-50. Here we go. Sports dimensions. How many feet wide is a basketball court in the NBA? That's the main basketball league in the US. How wide is the court? Is it 30 feet wide or 50 feet wide? And that's in imperial because that's the units they use because they're Americans. Okay. So how wide is a basketball court? 30 feet or 50 feet wide? Number 2 in the 50-50 round is about the booze. Which country drinks the most wine per head? Specifically wine. Australia or Italy? And get some background music back on while you're absorbing these 50-50s. Okay. So, question number 3, another one with measurements. Which is the longer measurement out of 6 feet and 2 meters? It's kind of social distance question. They say 6 feet or 2 meters. But they're a little bit different. They're kind of quoted as the same thing, but they are, you know, a bit different. So which one is longer, 6 feet or 2 meters? That's question number 3. Number 4, football insignia. Which item appears in both the club badges of Manchester United and Manchester City? These are football clubs in England. And there's one thing that appears on both badges. Is it a rose or a ship? Okay. So on the badge of Manchester United and the badge of Manchester City, which item appears on both? A rose or a ship? That's question number 4. And the last one, number 5, is true or false. During the 19th century, the British Museum in London displayed a small human skeleton which was labelled as being the skeleton of an elf. True or false? Right, the British Museum had a little small skeleton for a while labelled an elf. They thought it was an elf. Is that true or false? Okay. I shall recap. You tell me if you're ready. How many feet wide is a basketball court in NBA? 30 or 50? There's a few numbers here on these ones. Who drinks the most wine per head of population? Australia or Italy? That's specifically about wine. Number 3, which is the longer measurement? 6 feet or 2 meters, which is actually more distant if you're going to socially distance. Which gives you more breathing space. 6 feet or 2 meters. Which item appears on the badge of Manchester United and Manchester City football clubs? Rose or ship? And then the British Museum in the 19th century had a skeleton labelled as an elf. Is that true or false? Okay, you tell me. Yeah, lots of readies. Ready. Ready for the answers? Here come the answers. Oops. That's all the answers. But I'll go through one by one. I shouldn't be there, but it is. Right. 30 feet or 50 feet? It's 50 feet wide. Okay. 30 feet wouldn't be big enough. I mean, 50 feet is already quite small. Basketball court is pretty small. 50 feet wide, though. It's 50 by 90, I think, is 90 long, 50 wide. 2 points. Number 2, which country drinks the most wine per head? It's Italy. Roughly double. Not quite as much as double, but a lot of wine. Aussies drink anything, obviously. Anything they can find. Sometimes it's wine. Sometimes they don't even know what it is. But they drink it anyway. Which is the longer measurement? 6 feet or 2 meters? It's 2 meters. All right. 2 meters works out as 6'7". So 6 foot is shorter. So 2 meters is longer. The answer is 2 meters. That's from the government, so you can trust it. Right? 3 steps, exactly equivalent to 3 steps and the length of a double bed. Which item appears on both badges of Man U and Man City? It is ship. All right. They got the Manchester Ship Canal there. Connected to the sea. Made Manchester rich in the 19th century. Because it was the centre of the cotton mills. And the last one. An elf. Nah, false. They weren't that stupid. You know what I mean? Someone probably brought them in and said, look, listen, squad, got an elf here. But at the British Museum, there are no dummies. They're like, nah, it's not an elf. 50 feet, Italy, 2 meters, ship, false. Now, I know that House of Weirdos has Kristen, who is an Australian person. And she's saying, looks like she's saying goon. I don't know if she's saying go on, because she got one right, or if she's saying goon because it's something to do with booze. I don't know much about Australian drinking culture. I've never been there, but I think a goon is a container of some sort. Oh, you thought the elf was real? Hey! Oh, I love it when I love it. I love it when I make up elf stories and you buy it. And the Noodle Doodles went for the elf as well. I think. Who else went for the elf? No, it was the Chameleons. He has bought my elf story. Tate nearly got elfed. Luckily, Robin was keeping him in line. Shamrockers are saying if the elf was going to be anywhere, it surely would have been here in the land of the leprechauns. Aye, but this is back in the day where we used to steal everything, Shamrockers, from all the countries. So it don't matter where it was originally from, it all ended up in British Museum. Taken by right of might, innit? We're the Imperial Masters, innit? Ah, wine box, right, okay. And you can inflate it back after and use it as a pillow. Brilliant. I mean, to be honest, that sounds like a great story, Kristen, but we just had pillows here in Scotland. I mean, we got drunk a lot as well, but we used normal pillows for pillows. Maybe you're meaning like when you were out and about in the outback, chasing snakes and all that kind of stuff. Michael, I'll do anything to push your credulity. Yeah, Lancashire Rose. Yeah, no, well, you see, a rose is on the Manchester City one. If you go back a second. So, yeah, Manchester United have got a devil and a ship. Manchester City have got a ship and a rose. The rose for Lancashire. The red rose. Yeah, probably. Gary. Might have been quite nasty. Never noticed the ship's eye. They're on the celebrating their canal, their connection to the sea. Right, let's get on with it. That was the 5 answers. 50 feet, Italy, 2 meters, ship, false. Okay. Time for pick 5, and then after that we're going to be playing mystery bag. It's first chance to win a ball in the pot of win coming up in just a minute. So pick 5 tonight is sport again. We just had genuine actual football. Now we've got American football, which is kind of made up sport that they have in America. But the game here, you got to pick 5 right answers. Name the genuine American football NFL teams. All right. Out of that grid, 5 of those are actual American football teams in the NFL, which is the top league. 4 of them are not. 4 of them, the other 4 are from different sports, actually. They all exist, but 4 of them are from different sports. Try and pick the 5 that are actual NFL teams. Okay, now this is difficult if you don't know your sport, but you can always get some guesses going there. Let me just tell you what's on the board. Angels, Hurricanes, Jaguars, Lions, Marlins, Texans, Tigers, Titans, and Vikings. That's the way to play at House of Weirdos. If you don't know it, you just pick 5. Do what you need to do. How about those Angels? How about those Marlins? Go Vikings! Americans are nuts. An entire nation. Wall-to-wall lunatics. We have sensible names for our football clubs here, like City and United. You know, Town. Or Athletic. Alloa Athletic. Brecon City. That's pretty sensible. Heart of Midlothian, that's a pretty weird name. The Hearts. It's kind of slightly more like the American stuff. Thistle. We are Thistle. The greatest of all the names, yeah. Partick Thistle. Meadowbank Thistle. Inverness Caledonian Thistle. North End, I mean, I was just, I presume that was from the north end of the town, you know? Preston North End you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know their history, but I'm guessing they were from the north end of Preston. You know, makes sense. But the Americans have to big it up. I don't think City really conveys how intense we are. We should be called the Hurricanes or the Tornadoes or the Tropical Storms. You like the cabbage and ribs? Yeah, it's the Hibs. Hibernians. Yeah. Man, it's a little more romantic, isn't it? Named after a whole other island. The island of Ireland. But in the lingo of the Romans. So yeah, some of the Scottish names are a little bit more esoteric. The saints as well, St. Mirren and St. Johnston. A little bit more romantic. Right, lots of people just closing their eyes and picking here. As ready as we'll ever be. That indicates a lot of guessing. Right, I'll get on with the answers. Okay, here we go. I'll tell you what the right answers are. Here we go. Right, so American football. Guess or pick the genuine teams. Now I'm just going to get to my extra information here so I can see what I'm doing. So I know which ones are which. Right, okay, here we go. So, Vikings, right? That's the Minnesota Vikings. They play in purple. Which you also don't get a lot of British clubs playing in purple. But the Vikings play in purple. Texans, what's that? That's the Houston Texans. I think they've changed their name. I think they used to be the Houston Oilers. and they are now the Houston Texans. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jaguars is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are an American football team. So are the Lions. All right, the Detroit Lions, I think. Yeah, that's right. Detroit Lions. And the last one on this is the Titans, Tennessee Titans. Okay, so the other ones are from different sports. And I don't have a note of them. I think the Angels and the Marlins and the Tigers are all baseball teams. I'm not quite sure about Hurricanes. They might be soccer or ice hockey. But there's the right answers anyway. Jaguars, Texans, Vikings, Titans, and Lions. This is where one team member can come into their own. Well done, Alan. 8 points for Abbey Hillbillies. That's all right. 10 out of 10 for the UK Alliance. Good work. Mr. Bartley. Lucky 6 out of 10. Well, yeah. Had the Tigers and the Hurricanes there. You're good. How about those Hurricanes? Well, they're all real names. They're just the ones for the American football. It might be more fun if I'd made the other ones like made up. You know? Like the Scumbags. That would have been a good made up name. 10 out of 10. Can you believe it? Fantastic. Right, let's move on. What are we on? We're on Mystery Bag. Right, your first chance tonight to win a ball in the pot of win. I got a pot of win here. The balls go in the pot of win. At 8:30, I'll pull out a ball, and that'll be the beer winner. First ball goes to the first person who can solve Mystery Bag. I'm just going to get my phone out, get the timer on. We had an amazing moment on Friday where the person who got Mystery Bag, and I can't remember who it was, but they got it in 38 seconds. It was Dios Mio people. Dios Mio Chupacabra people. Jamie or Alistair, one of them. Anyway, you're probably not going to beat that, and they're probably going to win the £1 million scratch card for fastest of the month. But if you are first tonight, just struggling to find my clock, here it is, then you'll get a ball in the thing, right? And there's a person, no, in fact, a character. Tonight's a character. There's a character hiding behind the mystery bag, and you got to find out who it is. So you got to ask me questions of a yes-no nature, 50-50 questions. I'll answer the questions, and then the first person I see with the right answer is the winner and gets the ball in the pot. You ready? Here we go. Start. Right, so is it Sandra Bollocks? No. Now, I'll do her next time, okay? But it's not her tonight. Oh, look at that. Marian's gone bananas, going for loads of guesses at once. Elizabeth Taylor, Kim Novak, Rock Hudson, Agatha Christie. No. Scooby-Doo. It's a character, by the way. It's not a cartoon. It's a live action person. It's not Wonder Woman. It's not Shrek. It's not a comic strip character. It's a comedy character. It's a funny character, but not comic strip. Miss Marple. No, it's not a detective. It's not Shaggy. It's not a sports person. It's a character, a fictional character. It's not female. It's a male character. Indiana Jones, no. Animal, no. Female, no. Mr. Bean, no. Superhero, no. Definitely not a superhero. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, nah, she's a real person. E.T., no. No, it's more humanoid. It's a human person. You know what I mean? Female, Terminator, no. Captain America, are they American? No, they are not American. The character is European. It's not Del Boy, but it is a TV character. Doctor Who, no. Bugs Bunny, Joker. David what? Brent, no, not David Brent. Mr. Bean, no. I suppose a little bit closer, although I won't say that because it's misleading. Mr. Bean, Andy Capp, no. Bridget Jones, no. R. Bean, Donald Duck, Bean, Goofy, Scooby-Doo, Homer Simpson. Basil Fawlty, no. Andy Capp, no. Fawlty, no. It's a European character played by an English actor. Not the Fonz. Not Ricky Gervais. Not Alan Partridge. Villain, no, definitely not. It's the sympathetic character. It's not Inspector Clouseau, but you're getting towards the nationality now. where you have the nationality. TV person, yeah, TV characters, not Poirot. Much funnier than Poirot. Manuel, Tintin, Asterix, Poirot, no. Mr. Bean, no. Manuel. What do you call a Spanish guy coming out of hospital? Manuel. It's not any Gaul, it's not Eddie Hitler, it's not Father Ted, it's not Baldric. It's a modern TV show. Aye, it is in my world, but in everybody else's world, it's a really old TV show. 80s. It was made in the 80s, right? Del Boy, no. Inspector Clouseau, Manuel, Poirot, Van der Valk, no. No, it's a French person. Hercules, no. Right, whoa. We got it. René! Hello, René! Stop the clock. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. It's René Artois out of Allo. You stupid bag. There he is. Brilliant. Allo. Right? Greatest TV show ever made, apart from Gladiators. But certainly in the top 90 TV shows of all time. Allo. René Artois, of course, runs Café René. During the Second World War, he is occupied by the Germans, and he gets by however he can. He tries to help the resistance, but he mainly tries not to be shot. And it's very, 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 very funny. He's also trying to hide that painting. Yeah, well done. Who's René? Nah, you just need to watch it. Allo is the name of the show. Hello. You know what I mean? Does he drink Stella? Aye, he drinks cognac mainly. He's always pouring out a wee cognac for the captain, you know, because the Germans are his customers. He's got to keep the Germans happy because they're his customers. You know what I mean? Right, 3 minutes and 5 seconds, Kerry. That's one of the longer ones, but I have to say it's one of the more difficult ones. I'm going to look back and see who was the fastest of the month. I'm pretty sure it was the Dios Mio guys from the other day, but I'm going to put the first ball in. I'm not really paying too much attention to what number the balls are. They're all different. So you're ball number 14, right? Kerry, 14. And that goes in the pot to win. So we move on. Thank you for playing Mystery Bag. Right, let's get on to, and you might be in the beer. We'll find out soon enough. Right, double or bust round. This is the last round for the main part of the quiz. And look at the young people. Who? What's that? Who's René? Why? Sorry, young folk. Shamrockers, if you'd said the geezer out of Allo, I might have given it to you. Pardon me. Right, double or bust round. Oh, Jonathan's saying I saw the live play in the Fall of Madonna with his big boobies. Yeah, when I lived in Glasgow years ago, we went to see an amateur dramatics production of Allo, and it was bloody awful. It was terrible. It was the thing that made me appreciate actors, and especially comic actors, because they had exactly the same script as the TV show, but it wasn't funny. And we left at half-time. Nah, I know you're not young, Kristen. Young people in foreigns don't know this stuff. Aye, but the live play, saw amateur dramatics of Allo, and it was bloody awful. No timing, no panache, no grace. But you watch the TV shows and they're just brilliantly acted. That's the thing. Right, okay. Double or bust. You know how this works. You get 4 points for a correct answer in this round. That's double. But you run the risk of going bust if you put one wrong answer in this round. You get 0 points for the round. Okay, that's bust. You don't want that to happen. So you decide which ones you're going to answer. Okay. There are 5 questions, so you can get 20 points here. Here we go. Number 1. What is the most common name in the UK for the herb, usually known in North America by its Spanish name cilantro? So an American or a Canadian would call it cilantro. What name do we usually use? Je ne le dirai qu'une seule fois. Brilliant. Number 2. This is comics, all right? Like comic magazines. Which UK comic was launched in 1977 and introduced such characters as Slane, Rogue Trooper, and Judge Dredd? So they all came from this magazine or comic. First launched in 1977. British. Rogue Trooper, Judge Dredd, and Slane were some of the characters. No, I didn't see the Fawlty Towers Experience. They were based in a restaurant next to one of the pubs that I do the quiz in a couple of years ago. And like during the festival, saw them queuing up night after night to go and... Is that what you're talking about, where you go to a restaurant and Basil Fawlty's there? And you get your dinner, but you get crazy comedy as well. Sounds great. Question number 3. Which band, this is music, had a string of UK chart hits in the early 1980s and included female members Jay and Cheryl and male members Bobby and Mike? All right. So the lineup is Jay, Cheryl, Bobby, and Mike. Name the band. Early 80s. Loads of hits. Great hits. Fantastic hits. Proper pop music. Who's the band? Number 4. Which Italian company, founded in the 1960s, are better known as a fashion brand, but also ran a Formula One motor racing team from 1986 to 2001? Okay, so 86 to 2001, this company ran a Formula One motor racing team, but they're much better known as a fashion house. Who is that? These are a little bit tricky in this last round. You have to decide whether you're going to go for them or not. And number 5, a what year question. You have to get within 10 years of the right answer to get a point. So, in which year did Marie Curie become the first woman to become a professor at the Sorbonne University in Paris? All right. So Marie Curie was the first ever female professor at the Sorbonne. But what year did she become the professor there? If you get within 10 years, either way, plus 10 or minus 10, you get the points. If you're 11 years out, you go bust. So you decide which ones you want to answer, and then tell me when you're ready. I will quickly recap these. So number 1, cilantro in America. What do we call it? It's a herb. Number 2, name the comic. Slane, Rogue Trooper, Judge Dredd all appeared in this comic. Number 3, Jay, Cheryl, Bobby, and Mike. Massive blockbusting mega pop band from the early 80s. Some of the greatest hits of the 80s. Who were they? Which Italian company, founded in the 60s, were a fashion house and still are a fashion house, but also ran a Formula One motor racing team from 86 to 2001? And the last one, Marie Curie. When did she become the first female professor at the Sorbonne in Paris? Right, tell me when you're ready. I got 2 ready so far. Kerry's ready and Therese, that's Bill, is ready. I don't know what's going on with the Therese thing, Bill. You trans now? Are you transitioning? I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat, man. Going for 5. Ah, Mr. Doyle. You like the spirit. Balls in are in, however, in Blackpool. Scumbags are keeping the balls in, not going anywhere near number 5. I bet you get it as well. Write down an answer anyway. Write down an answer in brackets. I bet you get it right anyway. Clueless on 3, but going for 2. All right. Balls out, tits out. Side the sexist. Right, okay, here we are. Double or bust. Here come the answers. Right, you know how to mark this, yeah? You get 4 points for every correct answer. But as soon as you put one wrong, you get bust. By the way, I should say this before I do this last little bit. I do this for tips. If you've got a tip, give me a tip. All right. I'm doing this to feed my family, which is Stella. She's in her room. I've actually fed her tonight, so I don't actually need any money for tonight's dinner. I've actually cooked her dinner before coming on, so that's good. But there's always tomorrow. You know what I mean? Anyway, here come the answers. Cilantro is what the North Americans call it. It's the Spanish name. We call it coriander. There it is. A wee bit of cilantro, coriander is the correct answer for 4 points. If you said something else, you bust. Slane, Rogue Trooper, and Judge Dredd, they all appeared in 2000 AD. That was the name of the comic. I was surprised, actually. I asked about a totally different question about Judge Dredd in the pub last year. Is Judge Dredd, you know, picture question. Here's Judge Dredd. Is he British or American, Australian? A lot of people think he's American and Australian. No, not many people knew he's British. Jay, Cheryl, Bobby, and Mike. That's Bucks Fizz. Oh, yeah. Bucks Fizz. Eurovision champions and mega pop hit providers. Italian fashion company also did F1 racing. It was Benetton. All right, there's a Michael Schumacher was a racer for them for a while. Benetton. And the last one, Marie Curie. Obviously invented radium or discovered radium, something like that. Became first female professor at the Sorbonne, and that was in 1906. So if you said between 1896 and 1916, then you got the points. Outside of that, you bust. So, what's going on? Tell me, what happened? You know what? My understanding is that the word cilantro technically means the leaves of the coriander plant and the seeds are referred to as coriander. Is that right? That doesn't invalidate the question, does it? You just give me an extra bit of differentiation. 68 to finish. Good score. Great score. Oh. I'm getting pulled up. Chameleon saying that Benetton is 1N. Now, is this true? Let's go and check it out. I thought I checked this, actually. Because I did think... Right. I'm going to spell this wrong. I think I had a... I think you're right. You're right. Right, Michael. It's taken until the last round for anyone to spot an error tonight, so that's pretty good. I'm pleased with that. You can add a point to your score, Michael. +1 for the Chameleons. Oh yeah, I better give you the link to upload your scores so that I can make a league table after this. So here is the link for uploading a score. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. There it goes. Now let's see what's going on. The Comarca de los Comrades, 15 points. Very good, very good. 8 points. Missed the comic. Only know the Dandy of the Beano. Aye, 2000 AD is a bit more. Sort of less jokes, you know. There's still some jokes. I was never a big fan of 2000 AD. My friend Neil was. A great big fan of that. A wee bit too sci-fi for me. I liked Roy the Rovers and Victor. House of Weirdos went bust. What did you put if you didn't put 2000 AD? We'd have had more if it wasn't for the American sports names. 62 though, that's alright. 66 for Lumpy Gravy. Aye, good. Right, thanks, Kristen. I thought so. I wasn't 100% sure. Left out Marie Curie. Would you have got it right, Denise? If you'd been forced to guess, would you have got it right? There's Bill's trans story. My dad's priest was called Father Judge. We all obviously called him Judge Dredd. Not a nice man. My dad's quote priest was called Father Judge. So I see priest as in quotes there. Was he not an actual priest? Was he just a guy dressed up as a priest? and extracted confessions. I was brought up Catholic and used to have to go to confession, and it was a bit weird. It was completely normal at the time, but when you look back on it, it was weird. You go into the wee box, and the guy's on the other side, and it's like confession time. The whole family goes to confession. You can't say, look, I haven't done anything that I think is actually wrong. It's just not the way it goes. So you have to make up something. Oh, I was mean to my sisters, which was probably true. Oh, I took an extra biscuit because I wasn't that bad, you know what I mean? And the priest would go, aye, right, a couple of Hail Marys, that'll sort it. There you go. Out. It's just really weird looking back on it. Confession. Thank you. Pajero. Well, you know, there's some bad ones cutting about in there. Shamrockers. There's some naughty ones. 67 in the end. 61 for Jane tonight. No bad. Yeah, no bad. Anything in the 60s is always good. Very, very good. Right, we're going to play some live quizzing. It's 10 past 8. I'm not good. I was going to do something else, but I'm going to stick with true or false. All right, so let's play true or false. Now, this is your chance to get another ball in the bucket. Okay, get your scores uploaded. Cross Borders Brewery. They're providing the beer tonight, so we need a. Whoever wins the beer is going to get pulled out of this pot of win. At the moment, there's one ball in there, which is ball 14, and that's Kerry. That was for the mystery bag, but I'm going to invite you to join me now, online, live. And all you got to do is answer 3 true or false questions. And if you get them right, and you get a ball in the bucket. Okay, so just getting the link here. Here's the link, right? It's been nice to see some of you. See and hear some of you. That's the great thing about this bit. Did I put the link up there? Yes, I did. Right, okay. Did I? Yes, I did. Don't trust a man who wears a dress for a living. Well, to counter that, I would say that there's a guy who lives around the corner from here who puts a kilt on every day, goes up, down and plays the bagpipes for the tourists. And I don't know the guy. I see him on the bus sometimes. But he looks like the sort of guy you'd really trust. You know what I mean? He just looks like a totally straight down the line type of guy. I know it's not a dress. All right, we've got a couple of people coming in. We're going to play live true or false. Okay, so I'm going to get my headphones on so I'm able to hear what's going on. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of the background music because that's going to be a pain. And I'm going to get my true or false questions. That's what I also need. Okay, I've got those. And then let's see who's queued up to come on. The first tonight it's themselves. It's Kristen. All right. Hello. Hello. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
I'm going to put this up. 1, 2. Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Oh, that's much better. I can hear you now. Right. Okay. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
That sounds resoundingly unconvincing. What's gone wrong today, Kristen?
Nothing's gone wrong. I'm just back at work and it's 50-50. True or false, it's not my best. I get led astray very easily.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're a teacher, but what kind of teaching are you doing?
Computing science mostly and a bit of biology.
Right. It's a funny old mix. But are you teaching adults and children or what kind of people?
11 to 18.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's quite the range.
Are they a bunch of little bastards?
No, they're all right actually. They've got good stuff.
No, it was nice.
I like the cheeky ones, and I have to pretend to be annoyed by them. But no, I really like them.
I mean, so did they all get? I take it they all got A's then because of all the exam stuff. It's like, aye,
I'm
kids,
far
you
too
all-
ethical for that.
I would give them all A's. I'd say, look, kids, we're all friends. This is how I'd say, kids. This is how life works. This is how the real world works. It's like I'll give you an A, right, and then you're nice to me. That's it.
Nepotism.
That's,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
that's a genuine lesson on how things work.
See, I also
Anyway,
work for the exam board, so that's not going to work.
Super conflict. I applied to be a teacher once, and they didn't want to know.
Oh, we were saying the other night you'd make a great teacher with your stories and whatnot.
That's what I thought. That's what I went. I was in there. I was in the interview. I was saying, listen, I'd be a brilliant teacher. I said, the problem you've got is your flawed education system.
Yeah, I can't imagine that would win them over too much.
Nah, I don't think it did. Anyway, it was a near miss. Anyway, right, true or false? You know how to play this, right? You got three. You got to get 3 right answers. Okay.
Yeah, I call this the coin flip round. So yeah, let's go.
It kind of is, right? Okay, so true or false? Question number 1: the current chairman of Glasgow City Council Cleansing Department, is called David Bowie. Is that true or false?
Is that a particularly Scottish name? I'm going to say false.
Yeah, it's false.
I'm going to go false. Woo!
It's completely false. He's called Alvin Stardust. Right, 1. You got 1. I've got a little thing. I'm going to do this. Where is it? True or false 1. There we see. I put that up.
Okay. Oh, fancy.
Well, it's really just to keep me right, because otherwise I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Well, I'll keep you right. I'll keep you right.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Here comes question number 2. True or false? Lobsters have blue blood. True or false?
Now, if I get this wrong, it's going to be an embarrassment to the biological teaching community.
Because this is the type
apparently,
of
as a biology teacher, I know every animal in existence on the planet. I'm going to go with true.
It's true. Yay! Absolutely fantastic. Puts you on a 2. You need 1 more to get a ball in the pot. All right, here we go.
All right.
Let's see. True or false? One of the exhibits in Edinburgh Castle is a stuffed giraffe, which, when it was alive, was presented to Mary, Queen of Scots, as a gift. Is that true or false?
I mean, hang on. Is this a
an
adult giraffe?
A stuffed giraffe. It just says a stuffed giraffe. I don't know how big or small the giraffe is, but
I mean, they did do weird things like they presented people.
Castle because you're foreign, yeah.
I think I've been outside it, but I've sent my visitors in there.
Wow, that's extremely. I appreciate your restraint as a foreign person. No, normally it's the first thing you do. Anyway, is it true? Stuffed giraffe.
Giraffes are pretty big, so I'm going to say no.
It's false. Hooray! So you get ball 12. All right. Ball 12.
Wow. Okay. And it's blue. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Blue, yeah. Because I got a look at this. I got this bag of coloured balls. That's fantastic.
Can I swap for a pink one?
No.
Oh.
But thank you. You might win. Okay. See you in a bit.
Thank you.
Bye. Right. Fantastic. Now, I can see. I know who's coming next. It's Mr. Doyle. All right. Hello. Are you on Bath Street in Glasgow?
Yes. Doing another pub quiz.
So give us a wee slow 360 up and down the street. Let's see the street life. Yeah. Right, there we are. Look, there's someone walking past. It's not very busy at all, but then it is 8:20 on a Monday night, so you wouldn't expect it to be that busy. What about the other way? Let's see the other way. Yeah, that's pretty peaceful. Pretty peaceful. Not a lot about. So where is it you're headed at this time?
Pig and Butterfly.
Peg and Butterfly. All right, yeah, no, I do remember that. It's been around for a long time, that place, yeah.
Yep.
What's the quiz like there?
It's actually not. It's normally quite good. Normally it would be a tablet one, but basically, for some weird reason, they've gone back to pen and paper.
Right, everyone else has gone the other way because of the lockdown. So can they have amplified stuff?
Nope.
Is he just doing it like?
Yep, there's lots of barriers. So basically, you just have to try and keep the sound down as much as possible, so you can actually hear what he's doing.
I don't fancy it. I'm going to wait until they got amplification, I think.
Yep.
Right. True or false? Now,
Okay.
I don't think you did too well at this last time, did you?
No, but I did quite well the week before that. So.
Aye, right. Okay, so we're on an upswing this week, hopefully,
Yes.
right? Okay. True or false? 15 people were drowned in South Africa last year when a gravy factory exploded, sending a tidal wave of gravy through the village. Is that true or false? What a way to die. I mean, COVID's one thing, but literally drowning in gravy, that's pretty bad.
I should have heard something like that, but I'm not sure if it was gravy or not. I'm actually going to go through.
It's totally false. It's a completely made up. I'm sorry, Jonathan.
Oh, well.
It was a fever dream that I had, and obviously you had the dream as well. So,
oh, well.
I've got to say cheerio. Sorry, Jonathan.
Before you go, have you passed on the number for the beer?
Yes.
Because I've not been contacted.
Which beer did you win? I can't remember which day you won.
I think it was actually, oddly enough, I think it was the Monday from last week. So
from last week. All right, I'll double check. Okay, I'll send you a message. Okay. See you later, Jonathan. Right, who else is here now? I can see another couple of people in, but it says device not connected. I can see Lindsay and Jess are in my waiting room, but it says their devices are not connected. So I'm going to invite you all again. All right. Oh, there's private chat. What's this? Right. Lindsay from Lost Comrades is trying to answer the questions in the private chat. You've got to follow the link, Leslie, and then say yes to everything when it asks you kind of access your microphone and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go back to the main comments here and put that in. And if anybody else wants to come in and play, then we'll play. If not, then we're just going to pull a ball out and we're going to get a winner out of Kerry and Kristen, who are the only people with a ball. All right, here comes Michael. Michael has arrived. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Michael. Speak to us.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, fantastic. You sound good as well. A little bit echoey, but it adds that certain resonance to your presence. You know, it's,
yeah, I wasn't going to come on, but I thought, oh, two guys are struggling, so I'd come on.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are quite shy. Oh, well, there's a couple other people. There's Jess has maybe turned up as well, but we'll get to her in a minute. I'm going to deal with you first, Michael. Now, how did you do last time we did true or false?
I think it was ages ago, but yeah, got 3. Yeah.
Right.
Just
you've got form here. This is easy for you, right? Here we go. True or false? Question number 1: the McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese was invented by Elvis Presley. True or false?
False.
It is false. Yes, it was invented by McDonald's. So Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, had absolutely nothing to do with that. That's 1. We're up. Right, number 2. There is a guy from New York City, USA, who has walked through all of the United States backwards and is now halfway through walking through every country in Europe backwards. Like that. True or false?
Somebody probably doing it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, true.
No, it's false. It's false. It's false. It's false. Oh, no, Michael. Thanks for playing. I'm going to see you later. I'm going to drop you out. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Right now, we've got some other people who have made it. Jess is here. Hello, Jess.
Hello.
Hello. You sound great. Now, where are you, Jess?
I'm in Spain.
You're in Spain. Hola. Andale, andale. Arriba.
Yes, that's what we say all the time.
Yeah, can you prove it? Have you got a view out the window or anything like that? Or are you still
No.
locked out? You're not allowed out?
There's no proof. It could be totally a lie. You'll never know.
Fantastic. Well, I'm happy with that because it is true or false after all. So, what's real and what is not real? Kind of hard to tell. So, whereabouts in Spain are you?
I'm in Galicia, but my friends in the team are in Madrid.
And you sound more like an American, I would say.
Yeah. We're a bunch of American, but most of us are American. But actually, I actually went to your pub quiz about 2 years ago in Edinburgh. And actually, one of my teammates went there more recently, so we have some experience.
Yes. Well, you kind of know what's going on. So, how come you ended up in Spain?
Teaching English.
Great. And do the people you teach English, are they good at it, or do they just look at you like this?
No. They work pretty well.
Yeah. And what about you? And does it go the other way? Have you learned the Spanish?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not fluent, but I can communicate definitely.
You can go to the shops and order the things.
Oh
you
yeah.
Nah, no problem. Soy no problema.
Yeah, that's what we say all the time.
Right. Now, how do you find true or false? Is that good for you?
Sometimes I overthink it, Sometimes I think it's a trick question and then it's not. So I wouldn't say it's my best category.
Okay, well, you got to get 3, all right, to get a ball in the pot. Here we go. True or false? By the way, do you know, you look quite young, so you might not know Thundercats. Do you know Thundercats, the TV show?
I know of it. I know of it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, I'll ask you about it. There's an evil character in Thundercats called Moon-Ra, right?
Okay.
And Moon-Ra from the TV show Thundercats is based on Bruce Springsteen. Is that true or false?
Oh, it sounds false.
It is false.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Bruce Springsteen. Who's really gonna make a villain about him?
Yeah, well, Moon-Ra is like a sort of mummy creature from ancient Egypt, and he doesn't do heartland rock in any way whatsoever.
Yeah. It sounded totally fake. Okay.
One
all
up,
right.
fantastic. Number 2, there is a pub in the Orkney Islands in Scotland that has an orangutan that lives behind the bar. Is that true or false?
I mean, it sounds like something they would do. I'm gonna say true.
No, it's false.
Sorry.
Especially with these COVID restrictions that we got, you can't have orangutans in bars anymore. But as well as that, the Orkney Islands doesn't really have orangutans in any way.
No. I thought someone brought it in. It's like a crazy local crackpot.
No, it's funny. You go to the Orkney Islands and you think this place should be more crazy than it is, and it's not. It's really, really straight and one of the most boring places I've ever been to. And I've been to Ohio. So, where about in the States are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Ah, yeah, I've been to Chicago. Great place. Had a good time. Got very, very drunk. Went to see the Cubs. Right. We'll see you later.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for playing. Wow, that was Jess from Chicago who's in Spain. How about that? We got one more player lined up, and we're just about got time for this. It's Lindsay. Whoa! Hello, Lindsay from Los Comrades. Now, are you another American in Spain?
Yes, we're Americans in Spain participating in a pub quiz in Edinburgh.
Fantastic. Well, this is the modern world. This is the we are digital natives and all that hoo-ha. So, Lindsay, where are you from in the United States?
I'm most recently from Chicago as well, but I lived in Boston for a long time.
Okay, and how did you end up in Spain?
I wanted to study Spanish where Spanish people live, so Spain.
And how long have you been in Spain now?
I've been here on and off for 2 years. I usually travel a bit more for work, around Europe, but I'm kind of stuck here, oddly.
Yeah. Like, how's it been? How's the whole thing? Did you contemplate just running away back to the States when all the stuff happened, or?
No, I was completely ready to hunker down and stay here
Right, okay,
because
so
social medicine is a little bit more advanced in Europe.
yes,
Just my opinion.
I was about to say we're very good at that, but at the moment we're better at that. But you know, anything can happen. Anything's on the table.
I say
And are you
that as someone
teaching
who
as well?
works. Yeah, I worked in healthcare for 25 years, so I know from personal experience. Now I'm an English teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You know, like it's been an interesting thing for me in the last couple of years. I've met quite a few Americans, and the thing I've been asking them is, right, why don't you want socialized healthcare? Like, I could never ever understand it. I never understood why they wouldn't want NHS. And the thing that I found out was that they equated having a public health system with low quality. That's what they thought it would be. They thought it would be very bad.
They don't
but
realize they could have it and have a private option, just like they did in the UK for a long time. Like you could buy an additional, but everyone would have decent. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think they realise that it can just be quite good. The basic thing could be very, very good. Anyway, we're getting political, and I've only got 2 minutes left, so I better ask you some questions, okay? Here we go. True or false? Now, let's see. A porcupine. This is biologically speaking, technically, scientifically speaking, a porcupine is nothing but a big hedgehog. True or false?
They're related, but they're different species. So
it's false. That's correct. Yes, absolutely correct. You said it exactly the right way. They are different species. Fantastic. That's one. True or false question number 2. Natives from the Cook Islands in the Pacific Ocean believe that the world is round, but they believe that we live on the inside of the sphere instead of on the outside of the sphere. Is that true or false?
Oh boy. It's so weird that I want to say it's true. That's what natives believe traditionally, not now. They have globes now.
Nah, I don't think they ever believed it. That was another fever dream on my part.
We used to believe the world was flat.
Well, maybe it is. You know what I mean? It's like, see where I live in Trinity, in Edinburgh, it's pretty flat, you know? Anyway.
It's the one flat part of Edinburgh.
That's why I like it. I like North Edinburgh. I don't like South Edinburgh. It's too hilly. I ride a bike and I'm quite fat, so I need it to be quite, you know, flat. You know what I mean? Right. Thank you. I'm going to say cheerio. Okay. So, Lindsay, thank you for playing.
Bye.
Adios. Buenas noches. Buenas tardes. Sí. Okay. Right. Fantastic. I better pick a winner. We only got 2 balls in the bag, in the ball bag. You know what I mean? The pot of win. So I'm going to pull one out right now. I'm going to jiggle and swirl here. And let's see. The 2 balls here tonight are 12 and 14. Kristen is ball 12. Kerry is ball 14. First one out the pot gets the beer. Here we go. I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm going to pull one out right now. It's 12. 12. And that means that Kerry is... Oh, no, Kristen is the winner of the beer. That's right. Yay. Oh, look, she's still here. I'll get back on. You won! You won! You won! You won!
I've been waiting backstage just because my spider senses told me I was winning it.
Spider! You won! That's it. You're gonna get the beer. I'll sort it out.
Nice
Jonathan hasn't got his beer yet, so God knows when the beer's going to turn up. But I'll get on to cross in the morning. I'll sort it all out. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. I'll see you all later. Thanks for playing the quiz, everybody. Well done to Kristen. Thanks for playing the quiz, everybody. Yeah. Oh, look, there's Kerry as well. Well done to Kerry. Congratulating Kristen straight away. Kerry, you'll get a scratch card. Second place is a scratch card tonight. So I'll just write that down so don't forget. Kerry, Scratchy, Kristen, beer. Wow. Right. Okay. True or false. They were hard true or false questions tonight. We had Well done to Jess, well done to Lindsay, well done to Jonathan, well done to Michael for all having a shot but not getting a ball in the tub tonight. Well done to Kristen for coming out on top. Well done to Kerry for getting mystery bag early. Thank you for taking part in the quiz tonight, everybody. Please tell your friends about the quiz. I'm going to do one more pitch for some money from you. If you thought tonight's quiz was worth a donation, then I'd be delighted to get a donation off you. It doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little. It certainly doesn't matter if it's a little. If it's £1 or £2, I'm very happy with that. Thanks very much. Imagine going to a quiz. How much would you pay for the quiz? You know what I mean? So thanks for doing the quiz. We'll be back on Wednesday. Next week, I'm going to experiment with doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to try and do 5 next week and see if I can cope with that. But for this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to hope to get some new sponsors in as well. So stay tuned. The quiz is going to be great. I could take these off, actually. If no one's talking on the other end, it feels a little bit weird. Thanks for doing the quiz. It's Monday night. Yeah, I liked love seeing people from all around the world and Glasgow, the big G. You know where we've never had anyone in from yet is Airdrie. There's no one phoned in yet from Airdrie. We've had Madrid. We've had Cambodia. We've had Glasgow. We've had Troon. We've had Kinross. But we've no had Airdrie. Are you from Airdrie? Well, that's my ambition. That's my short-term ambition, is to have somebody live from Airdrie on the quiz. Because it just doesn't get enough coverage. People talk about places like Bathgate. That's always on the news. Livingston, that's always getting talked about. Motherwell, Blantyre, Paisley. All these places get a lot of coverage. But not Airdrie. No one ever talks about Airdrie. So I want somebody from Airdrie on the quiz. If you know somebody from Airdrie, get them in. In fact, if you get somebody from Airdrie on your team at the next quiz, you get +1 point. Look, the chameleons know somebody from Airdrie. Right, game on. I might do that, actually. That'd be a new feature at the quiz. Treasure hunt. You got to find somebody from a certain place. Different place every week. This week's place is Airdrie. Okay. So that's for Wednesday and for Friday. If you manage to get somebody from Airdrie come to the quiz, then you get a +1 on top. Right. Remember, upload your scores if you haven't already, everybody. Here is the link. Where's the link? Where's the link? There it is. And I'll make a league table fairly soon. All right. I'm out of here. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody's. Geographical treasure hunt. Yeah, that's the game. Oh, Professor Leach. A bit too busy. A bit too bloody busy. Professors are not busy. They have assistants. That's what I'm talking about, Lindsay. Geographical treasure hunt. That's good. That's really good. They've got to... Oh, man. I've got to go and think about the rules, but it'll be something like they've got to phone in and say declare they're from Airdrie and declare that... What? Professor Leach is a bit too busy saving the nation. What does this mean? There's a guy from Airdrie who saves the nation, or a woman from Airdrie. No, Jason Leach. There's a guy. How does a guy from Airdrie save the nation? Is this like some government guy? Is this like the medical guy or something? Yeah, Lindsay, that's the idea. Yeah, got to show the street. Thank you, Marion. Thank you very much. It's on the radio with the COVID stuff. Aye, that's all during the day. He'll be fine. He'll clinical director. Fantastic. Of what? I'm the clinical director of my company. I'm also the cleaner of my company and the mail boy and the CEO. I am also the outreach officer and the equalities supervisor of my corporation. This is the world of self-employment, kids. You get to be everything. You get to be top dog and lowest of the low all at the same time. It's kind of disheartening and brilliant at the same time. I recommend it. The best bit is having no meetings. That's the great thing about being self-employed. I speak to people who have jobs, right, quite often, and sometimes ask them about their work. And the thing that they seem to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about that they hate is meetings. And it's all about, like, they've got to do this in a meeting. I don't have to have meetings with myself, you know, which is basically a coffee in the front room or sometimes out in the garden in the back. And that's it. Self-employed kids, it's the way to go. Right, I'm out of here. I keep saying that, but I should actually get out of here. Good night, everybody. Quiz out. Yeah.